Hi there. So I'm making this video because, I've been getting questions on how I go about drawing canines. And, well, because I've never, formally learned how to draw canines in classes, nor have I been taught lessons by other artists, really, I'm going to be, telling you, essential details I've picked up on, during my drawing process throughout the years. So, the footage ahead is going to show me, casually drawing a wolf, and I'll be describing the process as I go. But first, right here, we have a little demonstration sketch that shows the different shapes I use when going about, for example, two different carnivores, such as canines and felines. These shapes can be adapted for any style, be it realism, semi-realism, or a cartoon like a Disney movie or furry art or something. Just shapes to remember for these two animals. So first, here we have the canine. So note that canines typically have a narrow muzzle, almost like a blunt triangle, and it's typically longer than a cat. So yeah, their muzzles. The reason they're shaped like that is usually because it's for burrowing into holes when hunting. Pretty famous example would be that video of that fox that plops into the snow when hunting for a mouse. So cats, on the other hand, they typically tend to have these rounded square muzzles, and even small cats. So a triangle muzzle is probably not going to help with drawing a small cat in order to distinguish it from a big cat, as tempting as it is. It just automatically just makes it resemble a dog, because that's just a key thing about a dog's face. It is like a triangle. But yeah, all in all, shapes are just important indicators for the type of animal that you're trying to get across. Cartoon or realism, just remember essential shapes. Now, what you're seeing is a pre-recorded footage of me just casually drawing a side profile of a wolf. And the footage is a little fast because I altered the playback speed for the sake of video duration. No way I could sketch that fast. I wish. And here we're starting with the ever-elusive circle, that head circle that everybody always starts with. And see me doing the nose, which is for a wolf, it's pretty long, okay, and I'm drawing a blunt triangle for the nose, and doing some little triangle ears. Yeah, remember to do a front face it, a triangle facing one way, a triangle facing another way, and make it a little more rounded in the back, because the back of their ears are kind of round. Make these small round eyes, and, do the neck and the fluffy cheeks, which are an indicator of a wolf, Arctic animal, and the fluffy neck going down. And these nostrils, I don't know how to describe the nostril shape, but yeah, with dogs it's this typically perfectly round thing in front, unlike a cat, which is cats have kind of a slanted thing going on. And you see me playing with the opacity right there. Just lower the opacity and you prepare for your next layer. Alright, these are going to be thinner, scratchier lines, because lately I've been getting into kind of a scratchy style. And yeah, just shape-wise, the muzzle is typically sharp up front, and the cheeks are fluffy, ears are pointy. Right. Yeah, and unlike cats, something that's important, the chin on a canine is typically short. Usually for cats it's just really fluffy, beard-looking thing. And make some round eyes, and also the black things around their eyes. I used to draw them really big. I just used to think that they were these little little orbs inside of like these black masses of like thick leathery black skin. But no, those are just like the little, eyelid membrane things, and those actually don't take up that much of the eye. So yeah, maybe don't draw them so big like I used to. Yeah, and remember to like make the back of the ears fluffy, just like, yeah, and around the head too, like in order to make the wolf not look so bald. Okay, so what I'm drawing now are like these little muscles you see around the eyes. I'm not really sure what they are. I guess I'll just nickname them like crow's feet muscles, just these little creases near the eyes. And then also like a little line indicating, just that that jowl right there. Also, I will be drawing like a crease between like the cheek fur and like the cheek itself, just to show like, that there's like a dog under all that fluff. Because, dogs have like kind of a narrow shape, like I said, just the narrow burrowing skull. Also important is like, well, I guess you don't have to draw this in like a stylized version, but like typically for wolves they have like these little dots that usually the whiskers are on, and optionally you see me like sketching the whiskers and then like erasing them, Moving on to the front view of a wolf. Again, starting with that little circle, because everybody does that. I'm not saying it's important. I'm just saying, like that's just what I comfortably start with. Then I do like the little crosses, for the direction that the wolf is going to be facing. So note that I did not draw the muzzle first. I drew the nose. I did that so I could get. It just helps me, like orchestrate like the perspective of the muzzle that will surround the nose. So then comes the ears. I'm not really sure what to teach there. And you'll see me like drawing like the cheeks and the jowls. And again, these cheeks are to, show like the dog's cheekbones underneath all that fur, and to show that I'm eventually drawing like that division between the cheek fur and the cheeks themselves. Then you'll see me go into detail again, drawing like the eyebrow muscles, and those like lower eyelid muscles. I'm not sure what those are called, but yeah, they're just like the ones underneath the eye. You've probably seen them on wolves. And there goes the nose, which unlike a cat, okay, so cats have like sort of like a mushroom shaped nose, and then dogs have an apple shaped nose with like these like big round nostrils. Meanwhile, cats, because they have like that mushroom shape, it kind of slits a little bit. There I am drawing the jowls. I mistakenly drew them kind of big here. I'm gonna like readjust them in a second, or not. Right, so then I draw the division between the cheekbones, and see that little circle I made here, just showing that difference between the head and the fluff around it. And I'm also drawing like sort of this that breakdown shape of like the skulls you typically see on wolves. Okay, so then I draw the fluff, draw the ears, and again gotta draw the fluffy back panel of the ears, and there's like that fluff inside, that little like that curly thing I do on the top that just indicates like the fur like going into each other, because I noticed that on wolves. Then come the eyes, just like some eyes looking forward, doing the little spots on the jowls that indicate just like where the whiskers would go. And also that little line in the middle of the head is, just those like eyebrow muscles that you kind of see them squeezing together when they chew. I think it's some sort of chewing muscle. But yeah, again, outline of the skull, some finishing touches. Oh, and what if you want to change the direction of the eyes? This is just sort of a messing around thing. Remember, when a dog is like looking to the side, you'll notice like these little white slits, like the sclera is just barely peeking out because they got like these big irises. So now we are at like a more, the stage where we draw like this sort of stylized, just sort of cartoon, somewhat furry style. Again, remembering those shapes. Okay, we got the narrow triangle muzzle, got the fluffy cheeks, fluffy neck, and to give it that like cartoon look, just like some expressive little eyebrows, some big eyes with like a little iris, just making him look a little agitated there. Some indicative lines around his eyes that, give him that bulging eye look. And around here I just start doing like some color divisions right there. That's what some of those lines are. But what if you want to give him hair, just like make some space for the hair, just like erase a little bit of the ear and a bit of the forehead. Give him a little tuft, a little pompadour type thing. Yeah. So what if I want to draw him from the front? Again, remembering drawing the nose first and then shaping the muzzle around it. This time I started with the muzzle and then I went to the eyes. Not sure what my approach was there, but I found it pretty helpful. But again, drawing like the little jowl things, because I don't have a good name for those. Those little ball things, like, just like before the nose, above the mouth. Cats and dogs have those. Sort of like a pad for their canines. But yeah, and I'm like really pushing like that expression, pushing like the cheekbones, just exaggerated cheekbones that just make his face just stretch up. Some wide expressive eyebrows, some rather under detailed ears, because when translating styles I didn't want to bother too much with the ears. You can always do like these little pink triangles inside the other inside triangles, just that typical cartoon thing, like just whatever like detail you choose, but just remembering some indicative shapes that show what animal you're drawing. Gave them some little just hair that kind of splits in the same direction his ears go, just sort of as like a cartoony exaggeration of like that thing that wolves typically have, which, like that fur on the top of their head that sort of follows their ears. All in all, like, I'm not at all like demanding you do like the exact same shapes that I do. Okay, you don't have to do everything you see here. I just want to like introduce like this thought process, My teaching isn't exactly like, oh, you must do this, these are the art rules, because art rules, to me, that's just an oxymoron, okay? I don't know who made rules about art, personal expression and signature style, okay? Because style, that's like a fingerprint, okay? Like, nobody's gonna do the exact same thing. Everybody's got their own hand motions and comfortable ways of approaching their art style. All this video serves the purpose of, is just like essential things that I want you to think about, like when drawing wolves and other animals just, right? I'm not, there's nothing I'm absolutely demanding of you. Alright, I hope you found this video useful. I really hope this helps your mind grow a little bit. See ya. Bye.